Pacific's northwest to world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard. To the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action, now it's Tua. He's got his tight end, it's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
What if I missed, right?
Team's first sack of the game. I imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down.
Nah, like, I kind of committed to it. I was like, nah, I just got to get him. You know?
Flush to his right. It's brought in by Harris. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They pulled 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
You know who that is?
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching
yeah, they need that should have been broken for like
these turnovers that we've
how
seen
many years, bro?
I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home. He's got a man.
Dot.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, it's Walker. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
All right.
On play action, here's Tua.
And that's exactly why.
Open man downfield is Hill. And that's going to be another first down.
You knew it was coming.
Made at the Jets 16. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Fields now to throw.
Back from IR. Yo, I know you can take the niggas out of IR.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I did not know that shit. Like, he was on IR for like, I don't know how long. So, I don't know. Shit, that's on me, though.
That streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one.
It's a bad
EA
game.
Sports.
Yeah.
Nice jab, 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 jab. No hit me, man.
I guess.
You said what?
We both do.
Here's second and a yard.
They keep trying to run the ball.
On second down, it's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
One time.
Tua going to run the sneak, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Touchdown.
I'm surprised you didn't go over there with your safety.
Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Back to the air, Fields on second down.
Oh my
Taken in by Michael Pittman.
Oh my
And
God.
they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't.
A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on it, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Going to run the toss here to Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Yeah, I'll say
2
so.
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Fighting Harris over the middle. Touchdown, Jets.
So you wanna?
Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Yeah, I do the same shit. Every
So
time
we'll
it's a
leave it
field
at
goal.
7 now as they kick it away.
Keep clicking that motherfucker. They need to make a manual option.
This take it in at the goal line. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah, I love that happening. I love that happening.
59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And the Dolphins are going to have a first.
I know. That's why I knew I could throw it. I knew I could throw it just because of Reed.
The speed with which this offense can get down the field is taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie
What's
ball
our speed on
game.
this shit?
Like a 93.
That's not bad.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them
Ooh.
the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown! 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
No, I did. But like,
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
As soon as I have seen that one-on-one shit, I'm I respect it. I respect it.
Kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted.
I love that shit. I don't gotta do nothing. I don't gotta do nothing. Like,
Boy, so
I don't gotta do
another
nothing.
interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense. Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
oh, I don't. Oh, you got Newsom? My bad. Pick up.
And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know.
I think because you don't got interceptions, that's probably
going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, it's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
Yeah, there's Sundays, bro.
To the air again, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football.
I ain't gonna lie.
At their own 40-yard line.
I thought it was going to be, but
again, Charles, he had the pick 6
that working out
last
for me.
week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski.
Like, see how they fall, bro?
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken it.
Hold on a second. got a time limit on this pause? He got a time limit on this pause?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that, bro. All that was expired, bro. Take the win.
Yeah, he's funny as shit. What's that?
Teach him a valuable lesson in time management. Like, you got Adrian Peterson? For GP.
What's that?
He gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it up.
Where was it?
And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Final pass is taken in by Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You want to start the one, say that. I don't know
Nice gain of 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're
Fair
playing
enough,
with the lead.
yeah.
Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is
Oh
yes.
my God, he didn't go with
And
it.
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
The one time, like, I just don't go straight and go with the actual route.
I think you use him as
He's
exhibit.
not even
Maybe
running.
he's not the
That's
leading
crazy.
guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's
That's
looking at a
fucking
game
crazy.
today where, in order to make that big move
could've been
and maybe
game right there
become
if I
the
just
guy,
scored.
he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 15 now. Fields on the out route. He finds Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses weak spots in order to get open.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
Oh my gosh.
Harris running straight ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and very short. Fields.
Oh my God. If you are, I respect it. I respect it.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
No fucking fault.
I keep on that shit.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14.
Keep doing that shit. I'm fucking it on one side kick.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit.
Oh my gosh.
So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's Hill, complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, he's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
I'm going to text the chat, the final score.
He's fielded right at the goal line.
I'm surprised you got the shine, nigga.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Oh, nigga, no, what are you doing? Oh my God. Him of all people, bro. It's got to like Cater Kohu or something like that. Like, he of all people, dog.
It wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, Fields throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Yo, if I lose the game,
and he'll be
man.
brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Throwing again is Fields. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him.
Oh,
It's a
man.
1st down.
Like, oh my gosh.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Man, whatever, man.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Again, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to... He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Yeah, boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw, very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Two on a throw again. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close fist of the referee. And that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Yeah, that's shit. I'm still on my bookmarks. It's like, man, what the fuck? Is it not pushing? bro.
Tua going to run the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Bought into a good game. Yeah, 2 years.
You said what?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What you want to do with that? You want me to sing?
No, I was asking like this the offs.
Nah, I was going to win. And like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really know what else to do because I can't run.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
That's the only thing I thought. I was like, all right, I'll be able to get like necessary yard. You know what I'm saying?
Off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Fields.
Ooh!
Incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Fields. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Locates Hardman for another catch. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now here's Fields on the sneak. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll try and run with Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike.
Wow, for that one.
Let's see what happens. That's why they're going on. Great game, though. For sure. The guys are out. They're chilling.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Isaiah Simmons picking it up.
I knew it was going to him. I knew it was going to him. So it's like, it's probably lots of defense there.
It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go.
Yeah, you probably would found a way to get in there.
To get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
Probably that little rolling animation to it.
By being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
Good game, bro.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second
half, what you mean, bro?
Into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brad, I think
What are you talking about, bro?